Testing. I've been working out since March last year, 2023 to be precise, and I want to do a body assessment of my growth. I want to like I want to update you guys on how much I've grown and what I'm currently facing that's difficult and what's become seemingly simple for me to perform all concerning bodybuilding. This is what I look like. So we are going to begin with my chest. Since at first during last year it was kind of difficult to build my chest concerning since I wasn't going to the gym, I was always working out at home, so I had to resort to majority of the time push-ups and other basic chest exercises because I had only one dumbbell. So I could do certain chest exercises, but the one that I could do most efficiently was the push-up. And I can remember quite vividly that at the period when I started working out last year, around March, January, February, March, April, I couldn't do 10 push-ups effectively. And so I always struggled to do push-ups. And so building my chest was difficult because I was very weak at the time. And based on I had my friends, I had my team members. They were constantly teasing me that I couldn't do as much push-ups as them. That I was weak. I was still a boy. And they were men. I was still a boy. And so it kind of angered me and made me. It kind of birthed this desire to achieve a kind of master physique, or basically surpass them in the whole realm of bodybuilding. And so I'm proud to see that since then till now, there have been massive changes. I can look back very clearly and think of that boy that couldn't do 10 push-ups in a row, and now I can do 40. And within an hour, I've completed 500 push-ups on a regular basis. So it has become seemingly easy for me to do a large number of push-ups, and as you can see from the size of my pecs, they are showing off compared to how they were last year. They are significantly bigger. And so I'm currently in university, so I have access to our school gym, which costs less than gyms that you would find outside school. So I enrolled in the gym and I've been going there doing bench presses, benching 50 kilograms, 60 kilograms. And so that also supported my chest growth, and so my chest is significantly bigger compared to how they were a couple months back. And then if we move to my shoulders, my delts, you see quite clearly, but they're significantly different compared to how they were last year. They're slightly more vivid. Let me change the view. Here's a different view on my shoulders and delts compared to how they were. They're significantly bigger. And then if we talk about my arms, let me stand this way. Like the lighting there is a person issue. So if we talk about my arms, arms are kind of my most prized possession. I've done a very significant amount of bicep curls and basic arm workouts, and so my arms are built to a certain extent. My triceps are actually visible, biceps are visible. My forearm is detailed. And so that's that about my arm. Then let's move to what I use to significantly defeat my teammates basically in the competition. My abs. As you can see, they're showing quite vividly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, I always wanted to have 8, but God gave me 6, so I can't complain. So that's that about my upper body. I'll be doing a different review on my lower body from my quads, abductors, my calves, basically everything down here. And I'll be dropping that review sometime from now. I actually sprained my ankle, so I haven't been able to walk on my lower body quite effectively of recent. But at some point, probably a week from now or 2 weeks, I would update you on how my lower body is, how I'm building my lower body basically. And so, if I were to suggest workouts that I deem to be highly effective compared to the normal things that everyone does, well, based on my research, what has helped me build my chest were inclined dumbbell bench presses. And so that particular workout helps build not only your upper chest, your lower chest, it also builds your mid chest. And so unlike majority of other chest workouts, it actually builds everything in your pectorals. Unlike the normal horizontal laid bench press, unlike push-ups, unlike dumbbell forward raises, this one actually builds everything all in one go. And considering since I don't have so much time to spend in the gym, it's actually been very effective and very crucial to my chest growth. And then second thing that I use for my chest are chest flies. I'm not sure if they are called chest flies, but there's a particular machine that used to create this kind of closing motion with your chest. Like close and you contract and close. And so that particular gym equipment actually boosted my chest growth. And then for bicep curls, it's actually not, for my biceps, it's actually nothing that complex. I build my bicep with basic bicep curls. And so I rotate it around bar bicep curls, barbell and dumbbells. I would actually say that the dumbbells have been far more significantly better and have given more significant results compared to the barbell curls. Reason being, barbell curls, I don't know, but they seem easier considering since the weight is shared. And so at some point, one arm can be carrying more than the other arm, and at some other point, the other arm can be carrying more than one arm, and so it's kind of fluctuates. But what has been really pivotal to my bicep growth was the dumbbell curls. And so basically, I do nothing less than 100 reps of bicep curls with a certain amount of weight. I do that consistently, then I overload it and increase the weight and do that same 100 reps. That's 10 reps of 10 sets. And so basically what I was using as of last month for bicep curls was a 5 kilogram dumbbell for 10 reps of 10 sets. And so there was a day that I went to the gym with some of my friends and we did bicep curls. And so someone that was not as strong as me did the 100 reps of the bicep curl that I used with that 5 kilogram dumbbell, did 10 sets of 10. He even proceeded to do 200 sets of, that's 20 sets of 10. And so seeing that made me realize that I have been holding back. And then at the end of that day, I completed 500 reps of the 5 kilogram dumbbell. That's 50 sets of 10. And so then that just spoke to me and made me understand that 5 kilograms is no longer what I'm supposed to be using to build my biceps. And so I've upgraded to 10 kilogram. And that's what I've been using to build my biceps for the past 2 to 3 weeks. 10 kilogram dumbbells the usual 10 reps of 10. At some point it will get simple again, and then I will overload it again, and we just keep on moving from there. And 2, bicep curls are what I used to build my biceps, nothing more. Then over to my triceps. I know that there are other more significant tricep building exercises, but what I prefer to use is a tricep cable row extension. And so basically, the motion with my shoes, just basically stand. You hold on to a bar that's connected via wire to a machine that is connected to a certain amount of weight, and so you basically just pull down like this. And if you see, as I'm pulling down, my biceps are activated, and so that motion continuously is what I used to build my triceps. Sorry, that motion continuously is what I used to build my triceps. And so for my delts, I use the normal lateral side raises, forward raises, and shoulder press. Basically hold the dumbbell and then up and down with your shoulders on 2 hands. And so that's what I used to build my shoulders for now. I don't really, I for some reason I tend to have shoulder pain, so I don't really do tricep dips. I don't really do dips based on that shoulder pain, so I just scratched out dips for now. But eventually, sometime later in the future, I'll be doing dips. And what's next? For my abs, I do basic workouts. It was of recent that I added one calisthenic workout, that's the L sit. And so basically you just hang on to a bar and sit in an L position. You just basically sit with your legs elevated horizontally. And so if that's too difficult for you, you can do it with your knees. So instead of extending your legs, you just curve your legs and then just lift up your knees. And then you hold that for a certain amount of time if you want to. That's for static compression, static stretch. You can hold it, or you can do dynamic and do reps. You lower your leg, bring it back up, lower your legs, bring it back up, and like that. That's what I used to build my abs. Aside that, I do the plank. I'm not sure if the plank actually makes my abs more vivid, but I am certain that it increases my core strength. And considering since in a while from now I'm going to be venturing fully into calisthenics, I understand that core strength is a lot. It has to do with a lot, and so my core strength, I do not play with my core strength. And so from my abs, aside from those 2, then I then do declined sit-ups. Now the only problem that I have with declined sit-ups is that it often makes me dizzy, and it makes me tired beyond how I'm actually supposed to be tired. I know that my abs can take a lot more than I do with the declined sit-ups, but the motion down and up, the range of motion, it just makes me dizzy, and so I don't like it. Talking about it right now even gives me a headache, but it is what it is. And so aside my triceps, biceps, delts, pecs, abs, up next is my back, my traps, my lats, my mid-back rotator cuffs. And so basically I'm going to drop a video on that. My back is quite detailed to an extent, but I've been having problem building my lats, because I see sometimes on YouTube, I see bodybuilders where they'll put their hands behind their waist and basically they will flex in a certain way and their lats will come out like wings. And so I've been trying to do that, trying to recreate it, but it's been seeming difficult, majorly due to the fact that I cannot do push-ups yet. But I'm working on it, and by the end of this month I should be able to do push-ups, at least 5 standard push-ups in a row. And so I'm working on that. But that's that for now. I'll see you guys in subsequent videos.